Morning to all of you, dear students. Today we are going to read the second poem of the Flamingo book of class 12th. That is, the name of second poem is An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, written by Stephen Spender. Okay, before going through the poem, have a look about the poet Stephen Spender. You can see image of Stephen Spender. Okay, now see here, Stephen Spender was born in 1909, was an English poet and an essayist. He was poet as well as an essayist also. He left University College Oxford without taking a degree and went to Berlin in 1930s. Okay, it's mean without completing his degree, he just left the Oxford University and settled in Berlin in 1930s. Spender took a keen interest in politics and declared himself to be a socialist and pacifist. He was very interested in politics and socialist. He was a socialist and pacifist. Pacifist means a word. Pacifist means one who loves peace, one who hates war. Okay, one who against the war. And some books by Spenders. Okay, books by Spenders include Poem of Dedication, The Age of Being, The Creative Element, The Struggle of Modern, and an autobiography, The Word Within World in An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. He has concentrated on themes of social injustice and class inequalities. Okay, in this poem, which is we are going to read today, in this poem he just concentrated the main focus on this in this poem. That is, the theme of this poem is injustice and the class inequalities. Class inequalities means in our society there are classes of society, that is higher classes, lower classes, or middle classes, that we know. Here, a question for all students: have you ever visited or seen an elementary school in slum? What does it look like? Have you ever visited such a type of school, slum areas school? If yes, then describe in your own words. And when we are going through this poem, just match this, that what is the similarity between both you have visited that and what inside this poem. If not, then doesn't matter. In your futures, if there are chance to visit such a type of schools that belong to slum area, you must visit it. Okay, so start the chapter. I am going to start a reading of this poem. The first stanza is: far from gusty waves these children faces like rootless weeds, the hair torn around their parlor, the tall girls with her weighed down head, the paper seeming boy with red eyes, the stunted unlucky heir of twisted bones, reciting a father's gnarled disease, his lesson from his desk at the back of the dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young, his eyes lives in dream of squirrels game in 3 rooms other than this. Now, in first stanza, poet Stephen Spender is describing about the physical appearance of all students who gathered or present inside the classroom. Okay, in first 2 lines, he describing about the common characteristics and the common physical appearance of all students, and from 3rd lines, he describing about the physical appearance of students by individual. Okay, so have a look here. Far means, the word far means very far, very away, and gusty waves means a strong waves or strong wind. That is also the symbol of great energy. So these children who belong to this elementary school of slum area, on their faces no traces of energy. इन बच्चों के चेहरे पे कोई खुशी नहीं है और एनर्जी नहीं दिखती है. okay, like rootless weeds, like here simile used here, like rootless weeds. Why these children are called rootless weeds? Because they have no support of their parents, and weeds means here, weeds means unwanted plant, and the meaning of here it, that is these children are neglected by the society, and hair torn around their parlor. The word hair torn means scattered over their pale face. The parlor means pale face, dull face, okay. तो इन बच्चों का जो हेयर है दैट इज स्कैटर्ड ऑल ओवर दियर पेल फेस, उनके पीले पड़े चेहरे के ऊपर फैला हुआ था. नाउ फ्रॉम थर्ड लाइन, द टॉल गर्ल विथ हर वेट डाउन हेड. इन दैट क्लासरूम tall girls, it might be who is taller than others who present in that class, okay. It might be she was thinking about her problems, she was thinking about her burden of her life, so she put her head down. And next, the paper swimming boy with rat eyes. In that classroom there is a boy who just looks like as thin as paper. Now can you imagine a boy can be as thin as a paper? That's not possible. So in this line, paper swimming boy used फिगर ऑफ स्पीच दैट इज़ हाइपरबोल. जब किसी चीज़ को बहुत बढ़ा के या फिर छोटा करके घटा के दिखाया जाता है, देयर इज यूज्ड ऑफ फिगर ऑफ स्पीच दैट इज hyperbole, okay. And simile also, because the paper swimming boy, swimming here it indicates the similes, okay, with rat eyes. In this line with rat eyes, figure of speech used here, metaphor. Now just let me clear it. The paper swimming boy with rat eyes, these children are very malnutrited, malnourished, okay. So they looks like as thin as a paper. And with rat eyes means their eyes are searching for food. As you know that a rat's eyes are always searching for food. अगर आपने देखा होगा रैट्स की आई को, तो वो हमेशा मूव करती रहती है इन सर्च ऑफ फूड. लाइक द सेम वे दीज चिल्ड्रंस आर आल्सो वेरी hungry and very malnourished. So these children's eyes are always searching for food. It means these children's eyes are moving continuously, okay. And next student, that is the stunted unlucky heir of twisted bones reciting a father's gnawed disease his lesson. Now stunted means जिसकी ग्रोथ रुक गई हो बिकॉज ऑफ मैल नरिश, जिसको कि प्रॉपर डाइट, मील, डिनर नहीं मिलता है, ऐसे बच्चों की ग्रोथ रुक जाती है, ओके. अब इस बच्चे को क्या कहा गया है? अनलकी एयर. एयर मीन्स वारिस. अब ये अनलकी वारिस कैसे हुआ? ओके, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन. ऑफ ट्विस्टेड बोन्स reciting a father's gnawed disease. Instead of getting some property, some money from his fathers, he got the disease of gnawed. That is gnawed disease. gnawed क्या होता है? knot. जब हड्डियों में गांठें पड़ जाती हैं, that is called gnawed disease. Okay? तो ये बच्चा जो है कि अपने पिता से विरासत के रूप में क्या पाया है? That he got the disease. So he was called here as unlucky heir. Okay? जब हड्डियाँ इनकी मुड़ जाती हैं, आपस में गांठ पड़ जाती हैं, तो इस टाइप की बीमारी ये बच्चा अपने फादर से प्राप्त किया है विरासत के रूप में, इनहेरिटेंस. ओके. His lesson from his desk at back of dim class. His lesson from his desk, वो अपने he is just reciting his lesson by sitting his desk. At back of dim class, unnoticed, sweet and young. In that classroom, in backside, there is a unnoted, very small boy, very small and sweet boy. That is unnoted. No one noticed him. His eyes lives in dream. His eyes, उस छोटे से बच्चे की eyes lives in dream means he was in dreaming, and it's simply we can say that he was in sleep. Of squirrels game in tree rooms other than this. वो क्या कर रहा था अभी? He was just dreaming about squirrels games, tree. He want to freedom to go outside of that classroom and play just like a squirrels. जैसे कि squirrels फ्री होके अपना इधर से उधर घूमती हैं, गेम करती हैं. Like the same way that very young child also want to play. Okay. Here in second stanza, Spender describing about the classroom, that how it was decorated. Okay, some kinds of donations. Okay, have a look. On soaked cream walls, donations, Shakespeare's head, cloudless at dawn, civilized dome riding all cities, belt, flowery Taulesis Valley, open-handed map awarding the world its world, and it for these children, these windows, not this map, their walls were all their future painted with a fog. Okay, the classroom is very dirty. In saw cream means saw means very foul smell, that is not good. Some unpleasant types of smell come from that wall. Okay, cream walls means the color of walls is creamy because the white walls of that wall very long ago done. So some donations are hung in that wall. Okay, which type of donations are hung in that classroom? The first donation, that is Shakespeare's head, a picture of Shakespeare's head is hung on that wall for the decoration of its classroom. Because दान में जब कोई चीज़ें मिलती हैं या फिर कोई डोनेट करता है तो उसे क्लासरूम में सजा दिया जाता है. तो इन दैट प्रोसेस नाउ शेक्सपियर्स हेड इज कंपेयरिंग बाय द क्लाउडलेस एट डॉन. जैसे इन अर्ली मॉर्निंग डॉन के टाइम पर सन राइजिंग एंड स्प्रेड ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड इट्स लाइट. लाइक द सेम वे शेक्सपियर्स, you can see here in image, this is the image of Shakespeare's, how he looks like a bald. From front to middle there are no hair. Okay, so his head are compared here, just cloudless at dawn. Civilized dome riding all cities, because you know my dear students, when sun rises all the worlds get lights from it. Like the same way Shakespeare's also spread, Shakespeare's head is just like the same sun. Okay, one more thing I would like to add here. Shakespeare was educated but not completed his degree, BA, MA like this. But in modern time, in present time, nobody can complete their degree, BA, MA, PG without studying Shakespeare. So you can imagine how he was a great person of writing area. Okay, and second donation is, that is Bellflower Trollosos Valley. It is a place which is situated in Australia. It is very famous for its beauty, natural beauty. Okay, so this scenery of this Trollosos Valley also pasted on that wall. And third donation is open-handed map awarding the world its world. Okay, and third donation is open-handed map. In that classroom there is a map. In that map all the country and boundaries are shown, are marked there, that this is America, this is New York, this is India, this is America, this is Mumbai, China, like this. But and it for the children these windows, not this map. And for these children who belongs to that slum area and slum school, for them these windows means here that windows which is inside which is in that classroom, their world, that is now be very careful. Children, these words, उनके लिए ये खिड़कियां क्या हैं? These words उनकी दुनिया है. ओके, not this map, न कि ये मैप. Now just be careful to so that it may clear it to you. इन बच्चों के लिए ये खिड़कियां ही उनकी दुनिया हैं, बट नॉट दिस मैप. ये मैप उनकी दुनिया नहीं है, बिकॉज इन दैट मैप देयर आर नो एरिया ऑफ स्लम पॉइंट आउट. इन उस मैप में कहीं भी उस स्लम एरिया का कोई जिक्र नहीं है, नहीं दिखाया गया है. इसलिए where all their futures painted with fog, where जहाँ पर all their futures, उनके जो futures है painted with fog, that is not certain. उनका जो future है that is not bright, that is uncertain, that is in foggy, that's not clear. Okay, so move to more lines of this stanza. That is a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, far, far from rivers, cape and stars of worlds. Now, you know, inside the slum area there are very narrow streets are found, because there is no proper places. Their homes of slum area very teeny and very narrow street also. But here the meaning of narrow street means the resources of education is very limited, and lead sky means the lack of education, and lead means dark sky. It means these children who belong to that slum area, they have no opportunity to be educated, so that. And far rivers, here far means very far. Rivers, you know that the tendency of river is freedom, because it creates its path itself. So of these children who belongs to that slum area, they have no freedom, they have no education. Stars of words mean education. They have no freedom, they have no liberty to get some more qualitative education. Okay, surely Shakespeare is wicked the map of bad examples, with ships and sun and loves tempting them to steal. Now these students gauging the donations which are hung in that classroom. Now these children saying that Shakespeare is wicked. Why it was said by them? Because Shakespeare belongs to very elite group of society, and he wrote many plays near about 37 plays and 154 sonnets and many poems also. But we have some great tragedy of Shakespeare, that is King Lear, Othello, Julius Caesar, Macbeth. But all the main hero and character of that plays belongs to very noble personalities. Okay, it means in simply we can say that Shakespeare never depicted any hero or any person who belongs to very slum area, so they are very jealous and said Shakespeare that he was a wicked man. Okay, the map a bad example, and this map which is hung inside the classroom, that is also bad example, because in this map there is no traces, there is no place for slum, which is the home of that children. With the ships and sun and love tempting them to steal. With ships means, here ships means wealth, prosperity, and sun and love tempting to steal. All these things, freedom and wealth, love, all themes to tempt, attract these students to steal this some type of thing that is present in that classroom. For lives that slyly turn in their cramped hole. For lives means here these students, these children's life secretly turn into their cramped hole. Here the word cramped hole means a small home. Here basically it was a home of rats, but he just compared that in slum area there is very teeny and small homes of every individual people, so it was compared by the holes. Okay, their lives secretly turn in their cramped holes. Their life, they are enforced or compelled to stay inside that very teeny home in that slum area. From fog to endless nights, when the night, from fog to endless night, and their futures is not certain, and future is very foggy, that is not certain, and that is endless night, that is not going to be disappear or not going to be end, because of they are not literate enough, because they have no opportunity to get some good quality of education. On the slag heap, these children wear skin repeat through by bones and spectacles of steel with mended glass like bottle bits on stone. Now, these children wear skin, ऐसा प्रतीत हो रहा है कि these children स्किन को वियर किया इन्होंने, पीप थ्रो बाय बोन्स, एंड इनकी हड्डियां उस स्किन से बाहर की ओर पीप्ड थ्रू कर रही हैं, झांक रही हों. एंड ऐसा क्यों है, ऐसा क्यों कहा गया है यहाँ पे? बिकॉज ऑफ दे आर मेल नरिश्ड, उनको टाइम पे डाइट नहीं मिलता, भोजन नहीं मिलता एज यूजुअल वी आर गेटिंग. ओके. On the slag heap means weak. These children wear skin peep through by bones and spectacles of steel, and it is seemed that these children wear very thin skin, and from this skin their bones peep out. ऐसा लग रहा है कि ये बच्चे क्या किए हैं, वेरी थिन स्किन की लेयर पहने हुए हैं, एंड इनकी बोन्स, हड्डियाँ इनकी चमड़ियों से बाहर झांक रही हैं. बिकॉज ऑफ मेल नरिश्ड, इनको टाइम पे डाइट और भोजन नहीं मिलता, इसकी वजह से मेल नरिश्ड है. ठीक है. एंड दे हैव सम स्पेक्टिकल्स, स्टील्स स्पेक्टिकल्स एंड मेंडेड ग्लास विथ द हेल्प, दैट इज वेरी हैवी स्टील स्पेक्टिकल, एंड इट वाज मेड बाय repaired and used. They like bottle bits on stones. वो ग्लास ऐसा टूटा हुआ है जैसे आप किसी कांच के कांच को किसी पत्थर पे आप फिट करते हो, जैसे टूट जाता है, क्रैक हो जाता है, लाइक द सेम वे दे मेंडेड दैट ग्लास विद द हेल्प ऑफ समथिंग, उसको जोड़ लिए हुए हैं, फिर उसके बाद उन्होंने पहना हुआ है. All of their time and space are for Islam. All the time and futures will be spent in that slum area. Okay, that it means their time and future will not be clear until they got some good type of education. So blot their maps with slum as big as doom. So they are decided टू ब्लॉट दियर मैप, उस मैप को ब्लॉट कर दो, एकदम से पॉइंट आउट कर दो, ब्लैक कर दो, विद स्लम्स एज बिग एज डूम, उसमें भी अपनी जगह को, अपने स्लम एरिया को पॉइंट आउट कर दो. एज बिग एज डूम, इतना बड़ा दिखा दो जितना बड़ा वो डूम है. डूम इट इज़ अ टाइप ऑफ शेप दैट इज कंपेयर्ड आल्सो द हेड ऑफ शेक्सपियर. ओके, नाउ ओके, in this last stanza, poet Spender just appealing to the authority. Who is in authority? That is governor, inspectors and visitor. Okay, here governor refers to politicians, leader, inspector, officers, visitor, common people. जब ये सभी मिल के कुछ काम करेंगे इन बच्चों के लिए बेटर, इनकी लाइफ तभी बेटर हो सकती है. ओके, दिस मैप, जब ये मिल के काम करेंगे, देन दिस मैप विच इज़ हंग ऑन दैट वॉल कैन बी दियर रियल वर्ल्ड. इन बच्चों के लिए वो मैप उनका रियल दुनिया हो सकती है, बट इन सबको मिल के काम करना पड़ेगा इनके लिए. ओके, एंड द सट अपॉन दियर लाइफ्स लाइक कैटाकोम्स, उनकी लाइफ को कैसे कैटाकोम्स की तरह क्लोज कर दिया गया, बंद कर दिए हैं आप लोग. बिकॉज द मीनिंग ऑफ कैटाकॉम्ब इज अंडरग्राउंड ग्रेवयार्ड. यू कैन ऑल्सो सी इन पिक्चर दैट हाउ इट इज डिजाइन. there are very small holes and some windows also. Like this catacomb, their life, these children's life just closed means they are enforced to stay inside their slum areas, inside in their tiny houses. Their houses only just look like a catacomb. Okay, so break open till they break the town. Just open the windows, break this window and bring them to the light, unless they will revolt against this system. And sow the children to green field and make their world run azure. Azure means blue color. This is also the symbol of prosperity, wealth, freedom. So that provide them good type of educations and make them in comparison of worlds. उन्हें एक अच्छी सी तालीम, शिक्षा प्रदान दीजिए, आप प्रोवाइड करिए, so that they can assure, they can fulfill their basic requirement. Because being educated, they can explore their lives better way. And let their tongues run naked into books the white and green leaves upon, and provide them some good type of books so that they can read and acquire more and more knowledge. By getting knowledge, they can explore their lives beyond the world, all over the world. Okay, now the last line is very beautiful. The history is there whose language is the sun. इतिहास वही लिखते हैं जो सूर्य की तरह चमकना जानते हैं. मीन्स ये सन इज द सिंबल ऑफ एनर्जी. Because when they get knowledge, they can put their thought, opinion in front of all over the world, all over the authority. So in last paragraph, poet Stephen Spender only appealing to the authority, governor, inspector, visitors, that do something for the betterment of these children. What they can do for them? Only provide them atmosphere of education, provide them good type of books and teachers also, and create a good classroom also, so they can be educated properly. Okay.